Shalom. It's the brother Kaya from Jim New Orleans coming back at you with another quick lesson. Prior to getting started, as I always do, I'd like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kapadash. Give honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the Akams that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to the Hufi elect, then to those that cleave to the body. Won't get in a quick lesson today. It should be quick. About those that basically are consumers of iniquity, which, you know, in past times, when you look up iniquity, which it differs from sin. Okay, I'll get it real quick in the online etymology. Okay. You got it right here. Iniquity, hostility, malevolence, a hostile action, right? When the J get extremely aggressive in that which he have put his hands to do, which the world has seen wickedness come to the forefront as pretty much the it's the new way of the world, okay, or the new light of the world. Darkness is the new light. All right, it says wickedness, unfavorable situation, unequalness, unevenness, unfavorableness, unfairness, injustice, unjust, unequal. Okay, wickedness, pretty much, but it's a trail of wickedness. Okay, it's a trail of wickedness, and the earth you have seen where it's been wickedness has been pushed to the forefront, okay, of the current earth and the current world. All right, and most people are doing this. This is Job. Right, because if you don't get down with evil, you are pretty much an evil person here now. So, and the Lord gonna judge this place overall, man. Let me bring this over here. It's locking. It's Job 15 and 16. It says, how much more abominable, right? Which, when you go into that, abominable is a filthy, wicked thing. Let's get it. All right. It says to abhor, to hate. All right. To be detested. All right. Loath. Okay. The Lord, you know, abomination to the Lord is a filthy, wicked thing, man. All right. It's the Lord hated. So many words. All right. It says, how much more abominable and filthy is man which drinketh iniquity like water. All right. Now, one would say, you know, who drinks the level of, I got to get this word, malevolence. That's what it state. All right. Malice. Okay. Which makes sense, right? State of being malevolence. His eyes were glowing with malevolence, okay? You know, this is just a fancy word for malice, okay? Or evil doing. Okay, so people are in the world, they are drinking iniquity like water, okay? Which water is a nourishment that helps you live now in the free world of this doest thou wilt, this most hateful, forsaken place of the Lord is now, okay, being replaced. That water of life, or that wisdom, or that wellspring of life, is being replaced with the water of iniquity. You see that? Okay, people is filthy because they're drinking iniquity like water. They're doing it with unconscious. I mean, they're doing it with no conscience, man. Okay, they're not even winking at the ignorance of what they follies. Okay, they are more or less sporting their sin. You see that? Get that real quick. They're sporting their undisciplinedness or their wantonness. Okay, I believe there's so Rock 27. Get it real quick, right? This is what this gonna pretty much be about, man. Cause you gotta be vexed in the spirit. Me and the brother was talking earlier today, about this, man. Right? This is Rock 27. Get to the point. 13. The discourse of fools is irksome, and their sport is the wantonness of sin. You see? Which that wantonness, all right? That wantonness that they sport themselves with, all right? That which is that undisciplined. Let me get wanton real quick. Online at the biology. All right. They flaunt it around. They dote it. Okay, they doted in their wickedness. Okay, wanton. Get wanton. All right. It says resistant to control, willful. And that's what you see, a willful behavior of evil and malice in the earth, man. Okay? You see, you basically have children in the earth, man. Because it tells you in 1 Corinthians, one of my favorite chapters, 14 and 20, it tell you how big and understanding be ye men, but in malice and evil be children. Okay? It says wanting, lacking, efficient. So you get wanton from this, you get just a willful discord, a willful disobedience, man. Okay? Misgovernment, meaning what? Deficient in the mind. And that's what you got. So people that love wickedness, you're deficient in the mind. Okay? You are, and they sport it. They sport it. It says the discourse of fool is irksome. You hear them talk about the idolatry, the wickedness, the things they could, I don't want to get too vulgar on here, man, but the eating the groceries, right? The women, and then the women feed off the same behavior as the men. They're just as rough. You got some of these rappers. You got Sexy Red, and with the Beatles song, and you got this other little chick from Memphis. I forget her name. It's just ignorance, man. You see that? Just pure ignorance. It says and their sport is the wantonness of sin. They sport it and walk it around, man. So when you drink iniquity, right, you basically brag and boast in your iniquity. All right. It says Proverbs 10, I believe it's like 23, is a sport for a fool to do mischief, man. All right. It's a sport now, right? It's held in what? High regards. Right? This is again, I'm gonna bring this out because these children do sport themselves. I think it's Isaiah 57. All right. You start off with the righteous. It says, I'm gonna start at 3. It says, but draw near hither, ye sons of the sorcerers, the seed of the adulterers and the whore. Against whom do ye sport yourselves? Against whom make ye a wide mouth and draw out the tongue? Are ye not children of transgression, a seed of falsehood? Inflaming yourselves with idols under every green tree, saying the children in the valleys under the cliffs of the rocks. Slang, And this is the nature of the Israelites, first and foremost, because they're the ones that drink iniquity. Because the evil people, they are technically walking iniquity. All right, they can't do anything right. So the ones that drink iniquity are chiefly you Israelites, man. All right, y'all have surpassed the deeds of the wicked. Okay, like the scriptures say. But let me get a couple more precepts. Not again, I didn't intend for it to be long. I just run through a few precepts, and I just want to get on because wickedness done been put on a pedestal here, man. All right, there gotta be this. There's a great judgment for this. All right, this Proverbs 20, particular order. It says, "It is a snare to man who devoureth that which is holy." You see that? And afterward vows to make inquiry. But the point is, it is a snare to a man who devoureth that which is holy. So to drink iniquity, man, you devouring the holy thing, right? By making it separate and set apart, ultimately. Okay? And then afterward vows to make inquiry. Like, you won't get it right or make a vow to it. Like, nah, you already devoured that which is holy, man. You're done enough. Inside joke. Proverbs 19 and 28. It says, I'll start at 27. "Cease, my son, to hear the instructions that cause it to err from the words of knowledge. An ungodly witness scorneth judgment." You see that? So ungodly witness scorneth judgment, right? To be indiscreet means to lack good judgment. A lot of people that have taken iniquity for righteousness, okay, they lack good judgment. You see that? It says, "In the mouth of the wicked devour iniquity." They swallow it down. That's why I said judgments are prepared for scorners and strikes for the backs of fools, because there's a judgment for devouring iniquity, right? It's not a sentence is coming, right? Though yet is not executed speedily, it's still coming. This Psalms 52:3. It says, "Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Thou lovest all devouring words, O deceitful tongue." So, a man that love evil more than good, okay, and lying rather than speak righteousness, he worked deceitfully, okay. Yeah. So a lot of people in the world, in order for them to devour iniquity, they also speak it. So basically what you eat come out of you, man. It ain't really what goes in you that defile you, it's which come out, which these men are eating. They're eating violence. All right. The wicked people or wicked men are eating violence. Let's prove that, right? Prove that this world, the mass majority of this world, is just eating violence. This Proverbs 4:17 it says, "For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence." You see that? "And aware the wicked is darkness, as they know not at what they stumble." But that's what they do. They eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of what? It says bread eaten in secret is afterwards. Your mouth shall be full with gravel. All right. So if you thinking it's sweet, Jake, just keep on, man. All right. I misquoted that, but Salagia. All right. Again, I didn't intend for this to be long. Okay. This Proverbs 3 and 2. "A man shall eat by the good fruit of his mouth, but the soul of the transgressors shall eat violence." So you reap the fruit of you. Hey, fruit can be the increase of debt. There's a fruit of debt out here. A lot of people is eating debt. All right. The more you eat iniquity, you're just running your debt tab up. All right. That somebody is going to have to pay that. Okay, and that somebody's gonna be the person that ran it up. Okay, you getting killed for somebody else's sins, you getting killed for your own sins, man. Right? This Sirach 3, and again I didn't want to be long. It says 3:26, a stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last, and he that loveth danger shall perish there. So if you love it to do wicked things and go with the ways of the walks of this world, then there's an end for you. Right? There's a horrible end. It says horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation. It says an obstinate heart shall be laden with sorrows, and the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin, iniquity after iniquity. All right? That's why it says in the punishment of the proud, there is no remedy. For the plant of wickedness had taken root of them. And the Lord going to root out and pluck up those that have been planted and embedded in wickedness. The Lord going to have to pluck them up and root them out. All right? That's it. Wickedness got to be thrown out, that righteousness may be rooted in. Okay, that's in Esdras. I just paraphrased that. This is Sirach 5 and 4. I'm going to start at 3. And say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm had happened unto me? Question mark. For the Lord is long suffering. He will in no wise let thee go. You see that? So the Lord not going to let you go, Jake. There's a price to pay for devouring iniquity. And this is just a quick little, hit to just put it out there that iniquity has an expiration date, okay, and we are upon it. And that's why judgments is so heavy in the earth, because there's a tab of iniquity in the earth, whether it be from the wicked man, the wicked nation, the most wicked, hateful, forsaken nation, which starts with Esau, Edom, the nations that that's in cahoots with him, and Psalms 83, and also 2/3 of our people that's cahoots with their father, the devil. All right? Everybody got to get it. No exceptions. So Abba Ratazada was edifying, man. Till next time, I'm going to say shalom.